Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we're returning to our Let's Play of Kaiserreich as the Union of Britain in war against the IRA in Ireland, which of course, where it has risen up. So let's see about that. And some of the battles down here in the Caribbean and Africa, and of course our refurbishing of ships as we go along. But before we go into that, I want to point out this gentleman over here, General William Gott, which has gained another experience point, and that does allow us to pick a new thing, and we are of course going to pick Infantry Expert. Infantry Division Attack plus 10% is such a good bonus. I do want to have that, and I would do want to use that upgrade. We are of course attacking Fort de France, or down here, and in Cuba we could be attacking. They have amassed a large number of troops over here. That's 22 divisions. How many divisions do they have in total actually? Cuba, well, not that much more, 27 at most. So let's see what's going to come out of that. And let's also see a little bit down here in Germany. We are sending our first Republican army over here to maybe deal some damage against the Germans. When and where we are going to do that. But most importantly, we are sending a number of Percy's tanks over here onto the island of Ireland, and gonna see whether we can especially safeguard the front line, and maybe get these guys out here in Dublin, maybe bail them out. I think that would be fairly lovely. Right, Iceland, yes, that's alright. You guys are going to come up there. Let's grab all of these guys and let's make sure that you understand your mission. It's going to be to recover all of Ireland, basically. And I suppose what I could do is grab you guys here already. And I suppose one of you could already go down here. And then you guys may come up here actually, and sort of start to grab some territory. You know what, likewise, let's get over there. And yeah, okay, you're sort of spreading out already. Good, I suppose I can actually start with an attack plan over here. Great, so... Ooh, Hidebriyat has declared... Isn't that the very tiny one? No. Okay. You've taken over the Prince's Federation? That's an interesting development, I would say. Right, we've got a lot of tanks over here. Let's get you guys down there. Let's try to defend Dublin a little bit better than we are currently doing that. Everyone else over there is fine though. Do we have maybe an aircraft squadron that could fly over there as well? Well, I suppose what I could do is grab a squadron over here really. Just a couple of fighters is all I want. We do have a large number of close air support bombs as well now. Could grab these. I suppose a small squadron of fighters here is gonna do the job as well. Let's set that down to 200, which I think is gonna be alright. You're gonna fly over Ireland, you're gonna do air superiority, you're gonna only do that during the day. Let's also grab, and you're gonna upgrade whatever planes you have, and then let's also grab like all of these close support bombers. You come down here and actually do... No, that's just... Sorry, you just do close air support during the day only, of course. And let's see what we can do against the Irish over here. These tanks, let's bring them up against the enemy over there. Let's attack into Limerick with some of these tanks, into Waterford with someone else. And then the last one is going to go to Cork directly, and I think they're going to collapse very rapidly over here, as our tanks are streaming ahead and indeed take all of the victory point provinces, as we can see right now. You can get over here, you can sort of attack there. There we go. Thank you. Am I going to get another one of these stupid events? Hopefully not. I would really hate that. Right. Okay. We did manage to take them out there. Naval battle over here. They aren't damaging us. Still, even though we are flying now over this region, I wonder why are we not counting as having air support? Is it because you guys are really in that bad spot and this airfield cannot support all of you, so it's sort of treating us as though we are not supporting any? Okay, you're alright over there. We have one over here. Let's do the next naval invasion plan from here. Towards San Juan. That I think is going to be okay. Let's delete this here and assign you towards that. Can I not assign you toward? I can. Good. It's a little bit weird that we are on the attack over here. including our marines. We are doing an enormous amount of damage against their punny forces. But the issue is that as our marines are being boxed in there, they can't really do anything else. Right, our tanks had a blast over there. It was a very short battle though. So I suppose what I could do is I could ask you to come down here and sort of put pressure against the Germans here. I could also try to land in the Netherlands. Do I want to keep the Netherlands? I suppose I would like to keep them because they are very, very strong states. 20 for... I don't know. Okay, let's get the tanks over here and let's start to be serious about the Germans. Okay, you have a job over there. Your job is going to be to come onto Vienna. Strike deep into the enemy there and sow chaos. We are going to wait definitely on the other guys to do that as well. You're advancing down here nicely, sort of. Could you come down there and then to maybe New Lisboa? We have managed to take some guys out over here. I think these guys here are soon going to surrender. What are you doing? How can there be enemies over here? And they are hiding in the woods, I think. Weird. Alright. Unfulfilled import request. Oh, someone is doing not so great for us. Also, we can get rid of some of these things now, I suppose. Aluminium, even. Yeah, nice. Good. Love it. We have a lot of air experience, but I think we are researching an aircraft. Yeah, 68 days. Could be better, but all in all, I think that's fine. Right, the fall of the Irish resistance. With the crushing of the Irish uprising, the Irish resistance has for now been broken. For now. Although the Irish still resent us and remember the Irish Republic and will no doubt resist us once again in the future. Remove national spirit, get political power 100%, lovely unassigned divisions. Really? Who's that? Durham infantry. Fine, you're part of this now. Why not? Are you automatically assigned over here? You're not. Okay, fine. Just so you know, you have a job. Sort of take Berlin and half of Germany. It's not more. Just that, really. Small thing. Right, what is not being fulfilled over here? I can't see anything. Oh, oil. Soviet Russia. Well, excuse me. Right, and port strikes. Yeah. Ooh, lots of Germans over here. 7 dreadnoughts. 42. Ooh, that's a lot of ships. That's a large number of ships. Excuse me, why are we not telling me this? So we have been subject to a large naval battle down here in this vicinity. They brought, basically sunk all of their ships. 11 destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 fast battleships, and 3 dreadnoughts? I can't even see them over here, but they must be in here. Must be blind. Right, still 3 dreadnoughts. That's Brynhild, Markgraf, which I think we've seen a couple of times, Westfalen, and Hindenburg. These are large ships, and then a couple of cruisers, which we're not going to care about. We must have suffered a bit of damage over here, and we are engaging them again. Looks like our heavy capital ships are mostly fine. 8% damage there on Collingwood, but other than that, they are pretty good. All of these guys here are more or less fine. I wonder where do we have... Oh, 6 cruisers in here. And I think these guys are doing a number on these destroyers. And potentially even these guys over here. So that is an interesting battle that we are going to keep on watching. Of course. You guys are still buzzing around over there. Let's keep an eye on our production line, because I think we have these convoys in here now, which we don't really need. Yeah, and we are rebuilding a lot of ships now. We are actually doing a little bit more than we can over here with all of these dreadnoughts, but should be alright. I think soon some of these guys should be finished, like 20th of November. It's going to be a month or so. On the other hand, we will have to keep in mind that a lot of ships will need to be repaired after this battle over there. Right. And this here is frightening. Look at freaking Netherlands. Man, oh man. Landing here again and again and again and again and again. Denmark is such a favorable... It's they love landing over there. It's hilarious in a way. Right, some naval battles that way and that way. Let's keep an eye on this one down here. Yeah, we've just sunk again all of their ships. Good. Good for us. Right, that does leave the question about you guys here. You are going to come into Havana, I suppose, where some of you guys will be repaired, which is fine. Yeah, I suppose what I could ask you to do is, all of you guys are fine, so let's select them and actually ask for this and this here to be executed. So hopefully land on Kingston, and likewise, you likewise, this one. Not the one in Cuba, that I think is a little bit too soon, but let's see. More port strikes over here, that's always good for us at the moment. Right, and we do have a couple of airplanes that are operating in Ireland, I think, which definitely we can skip. What are you flying? Various different fighter number ones. And how about you, the close air support? This is actually not too bad. I mean, these guys do have ground attack in the vicinity of 10. That's much better than our bombers. They probably have better range as well. Okay, do operating northern Germany, please. Alright, naval results. Small battle. Naval battle, we are doing damage there. Victoria Louise is suffering quite a bit. And resistance to occupation down here. That's alright. And you have landed in San Juan already. Some of our guys over here are threatened, but it's Soviet tanks. For whatever reason they are over there in the first place. Let's skip this battle line and let's ask these guys then to prepare the next battle from San Juan to Santiago de Cuba. And I would like to see that attack going on very good for us as well. Yeah, now we have an issue. It's not this. The issue is we are attacking over here with some of our guys. We are probably going to land over there, but because we are being attacked over here still. No. Our guys have left, so there must have been a momentarily lull in the fighting, which did allow our guys to take off. That's great, because I would really like to take this island down here, and it will not be fine if only our infantry is landing, while our marines are not doing a simultaneous landing on Kingston itself. Right, how are we looking in terms of production? Especially how are we looking in terms of these guys? You're not repairing? Why are you not repairing? You at least. Let's Neptune and Collingwood, was it? You guys should be repairing. Yeah, now we see two ships being repaired. It's these two ships, 20 days for each. And on the other hand, all of these guys, November, December. Yeah, it's going to take a while for all of them to be constructed. So I suppose what we could do is prioritize a little bit the building of these guys up here. Yeah, let's prioritize that. I think that's going to be alright. Fine, there we go. Good. Let's keep an eye on the situation in Kingston. Okay, we are actually coming under attack over here, which I suppose is alright. They will be exhausting themselves a little bit better even than if we were the ones attacking. But of course we are very low on supplies over here, so that is an issue. Don't know whether I clicked away any meaningful notification there. Yeah, okay, we are low on organization. We are attacking them now. And we are running into immediate troubles because they have 11 divisions over here, which is a lot. They're being encircled, but they have way more divisions than we have. We are feeling the whole of the combat with, though. And I suppose we are doing more damage than they are individually. But all in all, is that going to be enough? Let's try to land in Santiago as well. Really like to do some damage over here. How are we looking in terms of aircrafts? Well, we do have close air support down here, so they should be interacting with this battle. Not sure we are seeing that yet. Let's pause a second here. Now we don't see any aircrafts being coming into play. That's a bit of an issue. And here we go. Big battle. We've got 6 German dreadnoughts. They've already started sinking a couple of our destroyers, which I suppose are the anti-submarine warfare ships. And these guys are around. We are bringing in a couple of, it looks like cruisers. It's not necessarily what I'd like to see. We are bringing these guys over here on naval strike missions, but they will have a very difficult time there. Okay, you guys here should be sort of trying to avoid engagements in the first place. Do not engage. And you guys, right now, are a little bit without your capital ships. So you are a little bit funny. You're engaging at medium risk, right? Yeah. Medium risk. I mean, that's alright. And we've got all of these wolves pack in there as well. So let's see whether that is going to turn out altogether too good to us. I'm not convinced that it is. Because we did sink a destroyer of theirs first. Right, mostly we are engaging down here. So it looks like we are advancing. And Kingston, I mean, just... we are doing a lot more damage than they are now. So I suppose that we're slowly going to wind them down. And hopefully we are going to win over there. And this battle over here... okay, it seems like we have withdrawn mostly. And that is nice to see as well. A couple of convoys sunk. Again, a couple of our ships sunk as well though. So not sure whether I altogether like that scenario. 5-5. So it looks like they lost 1. Iron got Romania. I think that's a new war participant. Yeah, definitely not been there before. How is the situation in Germany looking like? Have we got troops over here now? We do. We've got our tanks over here. You apparently lost. Can you try to attack again? And how about you guys? First Republican Army. You're still shipping... why are you shipping towards over here? This is your... you need to be a bit careful with these troops, with these ships operating in the North Sea though. Well, let's see. Okay, 27% down here now with 5 again, so with 10 divisions. Let's try to broaden the front line, bring in more troops from our side. Although strictly speaking, I'm not sure whether that is all in all a good idea. Still, if we are defeating some of their troops, 10 divisions they have, if we are defeating some of them, that would be great. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct a naval base over here because we might actually have to evacuate these guys. Or at least give them some supply. So let's prioritize that and see whether that does us any good. 46%, we are apparently winning. They still have 10 divisions. Some of them are very fresh, but I suppose that if we can kick out maybe 3 of them, that would already count as a win over there. Milan, all of this is holding, all of this is holding. Our tanks over here could attack Brunswick. We could advance over here. Okay, we have 1 over there. That's nice. And you guys are a little bit isolated, so I suppose you will be alright. No further engagements down here. All of our submarines are hidden. That's nice to see. That's a lot of enemy ships. That's a lot of enemy ships. It is November and some of these things are going to come online in November, so I'm fairly hopeful and that is going to work out in our favor. Oh, we are taking Santiago de Chile, which is great, with 2 infantry divisions, with 2 marine divisions here, which I think are also going to increase their... You're joining the Reichspakt? Interesting. I think you were previously part of the Entente. Yeah, and we are now doing a lot more damage than they are. They are well dug in, so that's alright. But if we win over there, then we have won against their troops in their entirety. 8 divisions now on their side, and I suppose some of them are going to collapse soon. So that's going to be alright. Come on, well, 9 divisions now on their side. A couple of unassigned divisions. You should potentially be part of this guy. Yeah, you're mostly part of that. Fine, fantastic. Never results over here. Just some small stuff. This really is the big stuff. Could disengage. But for now I think it's fine if we are going to keep them a little bit off balance. I think I'm going to appreciate that. Right, you guys are fine over there. You're sort of generally advancing. Don't want to babysit you too closely. Hawaii joining against us. That's sad, but not the worst. Still 9 divisions on their side. But soon we are going to see them collapse in 8 divisions now. And I think soon we are going to see them collapse more and more. Cuba has capitulated. That is good news. More infantry equipment, more various other things. Mostly weapons. That's good. Let's advance into Guantanamo Bay there. And I think that's going to be lovely. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Right. More battles over here. They are fairly uninteresting to us. Kingston is really the big one that we do need to win to kick the West Indies out. That battle is raging on. Oh, apparently they are trying to land again here on Italy. It is really being one of the favorite spots of the AI to land. How is our Republican army looking? Okay, you're sort of sailing past this engagement. This feels a little bit like cheating, but now you are in this vicinity. You'll be spreading out fairly soon here, I suppose. Are you going to get to your front line? Yeah, there you are. And then soon we're going to kick that off. Right, we do have quite a bit of command power right now, so I suppose what I could think about is do a staff office plan on you guys so that you are getting a planning bonus a little bit faster. Let's wait until they're all in position, and I think at that point we're going to do that. These Republican tanks should basically have maxed out that already. This November, and maybe winter is not the best time to fight in Europe. But on the other hand, there are worse places to fight in winter. 7 divisions on their side. We still have some reserves, so I'm fairly happy about that. Let's see whether they can... Come on. Whether we are taking them out. It's starting to look very weird. On the other hand, it seems like we are doing a little bit of damage here with our aircraft as well. So that's fairly good for us, of course. Good, things are great over there. Still alright over here. And you know what, you guys go ahead with the staff office plan. That's nice, good. We have a lot of army experience as well, which we could, I suppose, use in some way. On torpedo launchers, you guys are fine. Fuel refining, fire brigades, 84 days, that's still a while away. Don't think we should do upgrades on our tanks. I mean, we could. Let's have a look at our tanks. So, should we do an upgrade here? I mean, these guys are fairly good already. More reliability, always nice, but honestly, why would we? It seems fine. Oh, actually, we're doing port strikes over here, and we're hitting Friedrich der Große and Romulus. Nice. I like it. Good. Some attacks down there, not the most important. And we're at 84% now. Nah, yeah, they are collapsing. There was a weight of blood over here, especially with these guys being so low on in their combat strength. But now we nearly won. Just one guy that was sort of probably on a weird path, and we have now taken this island. And I suppose that should mean that you guys are... What are you doing? You're being weird. Right. So why are you not surrendering yet? Shouldn't you be doing that? Wax Pact, West Indies Confederation. 81% only. Where have you got any victory point provinces hidden? That I didn't see. Oh, you did reconquer that, didn't you? Alright, fine, fine. let's grab these two guys. Naval invasion plan from San Juan towards over here. Thank you. You're part of this. Do go ahead whenever you can. And do get rid of this. It's silly. Oh, look at that. A lot of Germans over here. In Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, let's mob these guys. 7 divisions. Not sure why they are over here, but definitely gonna pop them. Fuel refining, good. That should hopefully give us some respite over there. Don't think we need that now. We can very well think about 1942 technologies. So let's get an actually advanced computing machine. I think that's generally a very good thing to do. You're going to be fine over there. You fine. Suppose I could send you there. No point really. So what we might instead want to do then is actually ask where else is the enemy and what should we be doing about that. So some provinces down there which do carry a lot of aluminium, a lot of Pacific Islands. I suppose I do want to get these things down here and sort of start hopping around Africa as well. On the other hand, oh, you're also west. Yeah, okay, okay, never mind. You do plan an attack from here towards Georgetown, please. And I'm going to give you 2 infantry divisions as well. You there, you 2 gentlemen, have 1 and holiday towards down there as well. Great and lovely. On torpedo launches, also a good technology. That is going to come in very handy once we are ready to use some of our ships as, again, on some of our dockyards as well, is what I mean to say. Separate fire hoses would be great. 1904 technology, you know what, we are going to research the new rifles. Slightly ahead of time, but I think it's well worth it to do that. Right, you are still locked in this battle, which I suppose is still alright. A lot of ships down here. And yeah, we should be seeing the first guys down here starting to look a little bit better and being finished. Yeah, I think the first batch of carriers was actually done now. I suppose I would like my fast battleships to be done before the carriers actually. They've generally been a little bit better for us, I believe. It's a lot of ships. Why are that so many? Probably because some of these carrier fleets did incur that as well. Yeah, it's all air fleets. What I would really like to do though is take these battle group, not the battle group, the scout fleet. Yeah, you guys should be prioritized. Yep, go ahead, and you go ahead. Yeah, fine, like this. Then you guys can be the next in line. Right, so you're going to take until January. It's fine, it's going to be, well, maybe 2 months, but still. And some of these guys are going to finish up before that in December and so on. Even the carriers, I mean, again, they're not my priority. So let's make sure that that is reflected in this. But I think all in all, we're going to be alright. Good, yeah. Fine, I like it. So mostly January, some 1st of December even, here in Air Fleet number 2, which of course is going to not have any aircraft carriers by the time that gets finished. But all in all, that's fine. You know what, we can delete this. Okay, fine, good. We're training a lot of divisions, mostly police, some tanks. Going to be placed in Oxford. Good stuff there. Research. How are we looking on foreign comrades? Very soon we are going to have some political power again, which is going to be nice. Not critical, but nice. And yeah, that's fine. So I suppose what we could look at is our destroyers then. And just have a look at that really at the design. Because I do want to have your input on this. So I suppose what we could do with these, they are very, very old destroyers. They are not very good. But we can potentially make them pretty good, I think at least. So if we are going to do something like this, we would, I believe, have fairly decent... No, sorry, not this. That would... God damn it. This one. Right, there we go. Something like this. Light attack. It would be going up by 1,000%. Light piercing would be doubled. Torpedo attack would be going up massively. Anti-air would be going up massively. Speed would come down just a little bit. Surface detection would actually be fairly great, as would sub detection. So I think this would be a it would be a good ship. It would be a good fleet destroyer. The only issue I have with this is it's costing us 1,000 production cost, and that is a lot. That's mostly due to new models. So, is it really worth it? I think it might be. I think this might be a very decent ship, actually. The only thing that I'm slightly worried about is the speed. Of course, if we want to upgrade... You know what? It's not actually that expensive to upgrade that. Look at that. It would give us 6 knots, and it's only like 250 production cost. So, you know what? This is a good fleet destroyer in my book. Of course it could be better. Of course it could be better. Of course it's a very expensive refit. It's basically 2/3 of the cost of a new ship. But just look how badass it is. So yeah, let's do it. I like it. It's gonna take a while for this to become truly relevant, I believe. But if we grab all of these guys over here, where do we take this one? Man, you can see how expensive it is just comparing it to the mine layer and the anti-submarine warfare ships. But is it gonna be worthwhile? I think so. I very much think so. The only downside is depth charges are gonna go down. Fuel usage would go up. But yeah. Just what a lovely ship this is. Let's do it. It's just going to park them in the queue. We're not going to do that at all for now. Do let me know what you think of that design. Because I think I do need to put in a cut here. So yeah. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys next time. Let's look at conquering all of Middle Africa over here. German Middle Africa. I think Germany must be very ripe for the taking. Actually, so these guys over here should be boosting their proper... Oh, they have already maxed that out. So we are going to hit this button and see how deep our tanks can strike into Germany and whether Germany is going to collapse very soon. I think it will be, and I'm very eager to see that. So that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.